You're all on a bridge after waking from cryosleep, approaching your next destination. Uh, Dudge. I still feel bad. Davar was. He was my friend. It's a shame we had to lose him. You sure you don't know what happened to him?
I mean, I'll be honest with you, Tan. As much as we did our best to stick around and to get everybody out of there, we also weren't too keen on staying at that point.
It seems like we always get the shit end of the stick when it comes to the planets we get.
Yeah, are there more people out there who are getting like good planets? And how do we sign up for those?
Yeah, yeah. You know, I haven't talked to
Yeah.
anybody. We haven't even had one break yet. But somebody's got to be getting something nice.
Right? Like, I can understand a few bad apples, you know? But it's been every single planet. That goes beyond probability, I feel like, at this point. You know?
At this point, they're sending a team of 4 to 5 of us each time to handle a problem that should have an army sent in.
Honestly.
And they're expecting success.
So I mean, I guess the real question, given that we don't have any prior, we haven't worked with anyone before who's making these decisions about our caseload, is who did you piss off, Tan? That they're sending you all the bad planets, huh?
Oh, so
Everyone.
So you think they're sending me all the bad plants on purpose?
I'm just saying, they don't know us. If someone wanted to screw you over in particular, someone from back at corporate or whatever, I feel like that'd be. Sorry, go ahead, Alouette.
It seems statistically improbable.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what I'm thinking. My skills as a manager and supervisor, they're giving me the challenge planets. That's what it is.
That also seems improbable.
And also, they're putting this group under you. You know, a group with very valuable skills, high value skills, and they're using them in these ways.
Yeah, well, you are my crew. I'm sure.
Excuse me for a second. Adrian is misbehaving.
There she goes again.
Stop it! Oh my god, stop climbing me. You little fool. Ow. Oh my god. Ow!
I could just roll onto the ship. Yeah.
Tan's like, I've been keeping my nose or my mouth shut about this, but I am allergic to cats. They make me itch. Just so you know.
Well, at this point, it's too late to complain.
Yes, you seem to like that cat.
Adrian's a valuable member of the crew, Tan.
Adrian's the literal only reason I haven't gone apeshit, like, on multiple occasions.
Well, as you guys are talking, there's a beep notification on the dashboard. And
What the fuck now?
Tan nods to Dudge to hit the button. And then it's Gaius again. Hello, everybody. I am here to present your next assignment. It is Pelican Colony KOI 947-01. It is an agricultural settlement that used to provide significant imports of food into the Middle Havens before the isolation. The environment is fertile, the climate temperate, average daytime temperatures a balming 24 degrees Celsius. It was established by the Wayland Corporation in 2049. Pelican came under the Three World Empire, however, later that century. Population in 2100 reported to be 6.5 million. And it's big, really big. Gravity 1.5 Gs. And a diurnal duration of 48 hours. As usual, you'll operate under the initial survey and assessment responsibilities of the Great Mother mission. You will need to establish contact with the local authorities should they exist and offer assistance. Naturally, your colony potential report should focus on the future farming opportunities there. But there's one more thing. As you may notice, there is a ship approaching your stern. On board will be company agent set to supervise your further missions. You seem to be having difficulties. You lost many crew, and we have sent somebody to report and give us a further breakdown on your qualities of your management, specifically you, Tan. Tan's like, who are you sending this to? We are sending Crispin Luxington. He will be with you shortly. Good luck. And then comms goes out. And Tan's like, damn. They're sending Crispin. You know who he is?
Do I look like I care?
I just said we don't know anyone from this corporation. So, you know, it's probably
Yeah.
a you thing.
Well, we used to be in the same class together. But he weaseled his way up the ladder by backstabbing everybody behind him, including me. I
Well,
wouldn't
that
trust
means
him.
he's just smarter than you.
I wouldn't trust him. You know, I hope you have my back.
Right.
If I have your back, it's because I have a knife in it.
There's a lot of talk about backstabbing.
Well, you've been with me for how long now?
I know, and I've hated you since like day 2.
Well, I'm telling you, you can't trust this
This
guy.
isn't new information.
He's gonna talk all nice to you, get on your good sides. I'm sure he's gonna try and go over my authority.
I mean, I know you're captain of the ship, Tan, but you said he was backstabbing to climb up the ladder. Doesn't that mean he's a little higher than you now?
Yes, he's higher than me.
Okay. So what, he's like middle management, or?
Well, doesn't mean he's more skilled than me. He's just a
Okay, no, I'm just
will
asking.
be the judge of that.
Like, say that you were on track to get promoted or something. Would he be someone who signed a performance review for you? Like, how high? Like, what are we talking about here?
I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen him.
Okay, all right.
He's probably weaseled his way up further.
Okay, all right.
I'm not going to lie, I'm very interested actually to meet the one who actually finally got one over on this fool.
Well, I guess we're gonna meet him soon. Guess we report to the airlock B. Welcome him aboard, I guess.
I suppose so.
So you guys head to the airlock.
Right, ladies. Let's go. Roll out. The boys are outnumbered. I love it.
Uh, you hear the sounds of the ship docking. The airlock opens, and out comes Crispin, walking all proud, confident.
Hello, Captain Squarejaw. Jesus.
10 smiles. Mr. Cripson, it's been a long time. Welcome aboard USS Savletsky Island.
And Crispin, a man in a crisp suit, slicked back, graying black hair, very neat tie, and eyes the color of faded money, with a chrome briefcase at his side, goes, Dan, it's good to see you again.
Yes, weren't we good friends back in school?
Yeah, those were good days. You were good student, I believe. It's a shame to have to see each other again under such circumstances, but I'm sure we'll be able to clear that up. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a letter and hands it to you, and he goes, my letter of corporate authorization. You'll see as the local senior accountability manager of the Delta Theta Building Better Worlds division. I'm going to be reviewing how you handle your team, and how this team can get back on track. There's been a lot of resources diverted and kind of wasted in ways we wouldn't expect. And we really need to make sure that we just clean things up, because after all, teamwork is the way we win and go forward.
Are you saying that you do not trust my leadership here? As if there's something wrong?
It's not that we don't trust your leadership at the company. It's just that we have a lot of questions about how things have been done, and the veracity of the reports that have come in.
Colin kind of whistles and is just looking off to the side.
Sesha like elbows you like, don't look so obvious.
The reports, you mean
It was both of us.
you mean the good reports, all the alien artifacts we found, all the difficulties that we had to encounter and surpass?
Yes, about those. We have some questions about the difficulties. A viable planet being destroyed in a nuclear blast, another viable planet ruined by contamination. It seems for every good thing this team brings about, there seems to be a disaster that follows right behind it. And let's just say, we worry that maybe the leadership has some questions.
Do you mean my second in command, Seja?
Oh, no, we have done some performance review on Officer Seja.
Colonel Dr. Rybakovsky.
Excuse me, I am a stickler for titles, so I apologize, Colonel Doctor. Her performance seems stellar, although I do need to go over more details with, I believe it's Dr. Lakota, just to review certain prior experiences that she may have, and some insurance claims that we've seen come through.
Insurance claims?
Minor things about mental health care.
Well,
All right.
Also, there has been an unusual number of napper leaves requested by this vessel.
yes.
I'm sorry. Hi, Mr. Luxington.
Yes, I apologize. Yes, I'm so sorry, Dan. I got distracted talking with you. Yes, Crispin Luxington. A pleasure to meet all of you.
Right, absolutely charmed. I'm Holman Carey. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just had a question. It seemed like you've read our case files.
Of course.
Right. So I guess I'm just confused as to why you think that the number of nap relief requested is high in light of those details.
I'm pretty
Well-
sure I've been given more on a shorter mission.
It's an excellent question, and I'm glad that you asked it, because we like to be open and communicate with our teams.
Answer the
and
fucking question.
When
Sorry, Sesh is a little data driven.
that's and we are as well here at YU. WY.
YU?
You see,
Play you.
Wait. You see, when we run it through a series of different mothers with the help of some Android calculations, the algorithm just you're just a smidge over, even with the traumatic experiences of what we would put you at. We just want to ensure that there's no abuse happening, which could be a real big sign of faulty leadership.
Right. Well, yeah, I guess on the request paperwork, I mean, who's been making all these requests?
Well, we've had a handful of requests. Of course, Inspector Tan, of course, needs to sign off on all the final paperwork.
Right.
But Dr. Lakota often is co-signed. But they make notes about who is requesting what. There was also a note about a missing supply, which is very concerning. A large quantity of nap reliefs were potentially left behind, which is just a real squandering of resources.
Right. Okay. All right.
Well, Inspector Tan's like, well, if you have been on a few of our missions, you'd realize the crew have been through very much stress, being chased by 10-foot tall alien creature beasts. What do you expect? They must. Of course, they're going to need some nap relief. It's very
I
stressful.
watched a friend throw himself in front of a giant fucking creature and die right in front of my eyes.
A noble sacrifice for the company, and he will be remembered on the next corporate memo, I promise you.
Will the fact that I can't stop seeing that moment as I close my eyes also be remembered?
I did mention that I have to talk to Dr. Lakota about your mental health insurance claims, did I not?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. For another time, of course. Why get held up on formalities now on that? We'll have plenty of time to dive in. And to your point, Tan, I hope to come along on some of these missions so I can see firsthand what's happening and have a what's the best term? A counter report to ensure that everything is being done appropriately.
Can you hold a gun?
Can I? Of course.
Can you fire a gun?
I mean, my finger does work, so in
Can
theory,
you fire a gun well?
I don't need to.
Yes, you do. If you're coming with us, you need to know how to fire a gun with at least a non-zero amount of skill. Or else your ass is getting left behind.
I
Just
see.
by the way.
I see. One moment, and he presses like a Bluetooth type comm in his ear, and he says, note to self, Colonel Doctor immediately threatening on potential conflict of interest. Believes that she knows the only way. We'll review later. And he taps again. He goes, I'm so sorry. But I'm sure I will not be a hindrance at all. I promise. Now,
That's
Tan,
all I wanted to know.
yes. Now, Tan, I do need an office to work, and I don't believe there's going to be a quarters big enough. I'm gonna have to take yours for the time. You understand, I'm sure.
Oh no. Mine's a mess. You would not like mine. Dever just died. You could have his bunk.
Dever, was that
Sasha just
the mechanic?
chokes on nothing in the background.
No, I'm sorry. I can't take the mechanic's bunk. You see, and he kind of lifts his briefcase. Plenty of reports to file. I need access to the terminals to be able to update my own. I'm going to have to take yours. I do apologize.
Well, where am I going to sleep?
Inspector
I-
Tan, I can tidy your room in preparation for Mr. Luxington, if you wish.
Well, thank you, Alouette. I appreciate that. How about you go tidy a room up for me, since I have to leave my quarters now?
Well, Tan, I believe you did just notice a mention that a bunk was opened by the mechanic.
Yes, this room is free. This would suit him well.
I love this character.
Yes.
That sounds like an excellent fit. It'll let you connect with your team in ways that you haven't got to do. Have you done those trainings that have been sent over?
Oh, yes.
They're only supposed to take 4 hours. It's nothing.
I'm out.
I have felt like Tan's lack of team building exercises has really been holding us back.
Based on the way he treats us.
Wow. When is the
Yeah,
last
We
team
just
building
haven't had the
exercise that was
right
done?
bonding.
Really? How?
Have you guys done a ropes
With each
course
other?
recently?
Oh no.
Where? What ropes course, Luxington?
Wow, criminal.
I just like
Is there like a
gesture
corporate
at
center we
this
would be
fucking
sent to for that instead of like a planet? One of our.
No, that is true. I guess you guys aren't due for any PTO. Well, we don't have to talk about that.
No, please. What were you gonna say? I'm sure it was relevant and not at all detrimental to the
A working
relationship. that we're- Yeah,
Of
exactly.
course not. Yeah, just some
Of course
delays
not.
on the next PTO. That's all. But I'm sure it'll be straightened out. Once this review's done, that'll help expedite all things such as that.
I'm sure your review would help with that, Mr. Luxington.
Of course. Well, that's what I plan to do.
Session gives you what I'm terming the patented Seja look, which is just like the slight, like, eyebrow raise and like moderately displeased look that's like you'd better or there's going to be hell to pay.
Well,
Look.
I'm very glad that we have an understanding, Mr. Lexington.
Luxington.
Yes, sorry. It's.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's quite all right. It's
Etymologically
can be hard to remember
interesting.
sometimes.
And Tan's like, can I call you Lux? Or Crisp?
And you can call me whatever you feel great about, whatever makes you happy.
I'll call you Crisp.
So is that the sort of team building we're doing?
Well, I want Tan to feel as comfortable as possible during this assessment.
Just Tan, huh?
Well, Tan's the one being assessed.
In the entirety of this crew, but as the leader, Tan is
The one on the chopping block?
No, I would hate to say that.
No.
He's not on the chopping block, just well, up for other opportunities.
Sure. Of course. When one door shuts, a window opens and whatnot.
Very lovely.
That's sure been our experience in all of the myriad places we've been stranded on, nearly.
More like when one door shuts, a fucking pit to hell opens. But still in that
Sometimes you blow a
metaphor.
hole in the wall. It happens.
Yes.
I do not believe this is how doors work.
Yep.
That is a very astute observation, Alouette. This is exactly what all of the years of programming and engineering went to create.
Yes. Speaking of Alouette, does your model happen to have recording software through the eyes? I would love to review some of the previous missions if you happen to have those on availability. If you do, if you could send them my way this evening, that would be lovely.
And do I? Would that be something I'd have?
No, I made that up completely. Probably not.
Tan, make sure you do not have that on.
Inspector 10 has disabled this feature.
Okay. I understand. And I guess it's note self Tan has disabled the ICANN on Droid. Right, shall we? I would love to get settled. Get my terminal set up. Let Gaius know that I'm here and settled, and that the mission can continue on as planned.
Well, as for a mission, we're already. You must know that we're near orbit of our next destination.
Yes, yes.
Good. So, yeah, I look forward to seeing how you handle your situation and on these worlds.
I can't wait to see how you handle it.
When's the last time you got your hands dirty?
Oh my. It's so hard to tell, with all of the cryo freezing, how many years it's been.
Right, that's usually what Tan says too when we ask him that.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've gotten terrestrial. A lot of interstellar. So it'll be a good experience to get the fresh air of a potential new world.
Get excited, motherfucker.
Roll me manipulation, Crispin.
Yeah.
Maple, stop!
Manipulation. That is no successes.
Oof. Damn.
Adrian jumps out of Seja's arms and hisses at you.
Ooh, the cat is a judge of character.
Cat doesn't
And
like
he like steps back for a moment. In his little bully bags.
That's Adrian. Insult him again, and you won't like what happens. He and I are, he's like my only other surviving crewmate from my previous, assignment.
Wow, that's tragic. I'm very sorry to hear that trauma, and so glad that you have this emotional support pet.
Yes. Now, what were you saying about him again?
Oh, I just mentioned that they are known to carry fleas at times, which can be a concern on a spaceship. So we will need to make sure that all the flea and tick medication is up to date, and that your quarters has not been contaminated at any point.
See, I was planning on doing that just as soon as we cleared out our quarantine bay. We've got some real, some real cases in there currently.
Active
So
quarantine.
if you actually
that.
if you wanna check that out, yeah, we're getting close to clearing them, I think. Actually, but there have been a number of incidents, we'll say.
Interesting. I missed that in the reporting. I knew there was something of a quarantine scenario, I believe, with the pilot's sister for a moment. But what else had come of it? Enlighten me. The reports can only tell me so much.
Oh no, we've just been waiting on clearing her, really, and
Precautions.
we've had a number of other the last planet we were on, the alien life forms were predisposed to being a little bit stickier than those we'd seen before, we'll say. So
Yes. Yeah. Gooby gone. Great for that. Good to know, though.
Okay. Right, I'm just gonna go check on that.
Claps his hands together. Excellent. To my quarters. And he just
I shall
takes
remove
direction.
Inspector Tan's personal effects post haste.
Fantastic, Alouette.
Okay, take your stuff to the quarters, and then we'll meet you on the bridge.
All right, away he goes.
I do actually want to go check on Dutch's sister while I'm away.
Dodge's sister.
See how she's doing.
What's her name? Alice?
Alice, yeah.
Alice, yeah. Okay. You find her in the conference room.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I figure she's been doing okay at this point in time. So. Hey, Alice, I just wanted to check in and see how you're settling in. I know it's been a lot happening and you weren't, at your best for all of it.
Yeah, it was. I finally feel better now. I'm kind of healed. I'm still suffering from all that radiation.
Yeah, no, it takes a while to clear up. I understand, but I'm glad that you're on the mend, at least out of everything to come of it. It's heartening, I think, for everybody to know that you're doing all right, especially for Dutch. But we've lost a lot of good people, so it's nice to have a fresh face, as it were.
Yeah, I'm happy. My brother's okay.
Fair enough. Yeah,
I lost my crew, but
I know. God, shame what happened to them.
I'm lucky to be alive,
But-
anyways.
Yeah, I can't imagine coming out of your situation thinking that, I'm sure it was a little unexpected that you survived that. So.
If I didn't radiate the ship, those perfected would have been all over the sector by now, spreading their filth.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we it real bought us some time and stalled them a little bit in getting what they wanted. We were able to get off the last planet without them getting a hold of a ship either. I don't know. We've got if you see him walking around, we've got some, I don't know, manager, hotshot kind of person here now. So I don't know. I'm hoping they're finally starting to take us seriously after the data that we got from some of your former crew. We were able to get us that transmission and the PDAT.
Oh. Yeah, Mother probably gonna take it a while to work on that.
Yeah, a little bit here. But anyhow, no, I just wanted to check in and say, to let me know if you needed anything.
Well, thanks for caring about me. I appreciate that. I'll remember
Yeah,
you.
of course. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, I think we're having some big meeting about the next planet in the bridge, but you take it easy, right? Don't strain yourself. But I figure if you need to take your mind off of anything, if you need something to keep you busy, I'm sure we can find something for you.
Yeah, the doctor said I need about another month or so before I can get back to duties.
Well, hey, try not to go too stir crazy in that time, huh?
I'll try. But just staring off into space through the window is enough. Keep me busy.
Yeah. Fair enough. Well, I mean, hey, Adrian's around if you need him. But all right. I'll be seeing you, Alice.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Ugh.
You get to the bridge and Dudge is Crispin, are you going to the bridge or are you doing something else?
Well, he's gonna take a minute to get set up, so I think it's probably wise to give the team some Crispinless time for a minute, and we'll say once he's set up, he'll appear on the bridge sometime. Just pull him in at some point into the conversation, but I think he would need a few minutes to take over Tan's quarters.
Alouette's standing there with a cardboard box full of Tans. personal stuff.
I'm just imagine Crispin setting his briefcase on the like desk, and he just like flicks it open, and in one corner in like foam padding, there's just a #1 boss mug that he just lovingly dusts off.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
Okay, so pilot Dudge turns the ship to starboard, and you can see the planet from a distance.
Oh, wow.
It's yellowish orange. Tans like Seja, can you please give us some sensor readings?
Let's see what I can do. I got distracted by Crispin's portrait. It's very pretty.
How do you
Oh,
got
I should
stress?
not have the stress. I did not take it off.
But that's okay.
So, I have 3 crosshairs.
Okay, so what you're getting is that the sun is putting off an extra amount of radiation. It's actually putting different bursts. It's like the radiation is very strong. It seems to be baking the planet in radiation.
It's hot as fuck, bros.
Tan's like, great. There's always a problem right off the top. Right off the top.
I didn't ask for your opinion.
What else you see, Seja?
What else do I see?
You're getting that the planet. You're checking the surface temperature with your sensors, and it should be 24 degrees Celsius average temperature, but you're getting 40 degrees Celsius. Very hot. Breathe. You could tolerate it without suits, but it's very hot.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't want to be wearing anything that's not rated for hot temperatures or anything of lower quality. Crispin, you may need to upgrade to some sturdy boots. Those shoes of yours are impressive, but
Crispin's
leather
not there.
soles will get scorched. Oh, Crispin's not there?
No.
I'll mention Crispin may want to upgrade to some sturdier boots. Leather soles will get scorched.
So, Dudge is like, so you can't get any further information unless you go closer to the planet.
Take us in.
All right, Dudge takes his chin closer.
It's hot as shit. It's hot as balls.
Yeah.
This is not the beach episode I asked for.
You're trying to. You notice that there's no cloud formations at all. The sunlight is very bright. Planet looks very arid.
There literally any water on down there?
The temperature is actually hotter. It's like about 43 degrees now. You're reading, and it's bathed in weak radiation. You can't detect any life whatsoever.
This is what we're supposed to be, surveying for a colony?
Well, you heard the boss.
Well, there was a colony, wasn't there?
We at least got to give a report, anyways. You detect a little beep, beep, beep. It's a weak transponder coming from south of the large city that is down there. It's right by the mountains.
I think they did global warming too hard.
Hmm.
Somebody fucked something up.
Okay. Do we know from the report if they had to do any any atmospheric control, any terraforming or anything that, because they said this was producing a really, sizable crop.
Yeah, 24 degrees Celsius with a population of, what'd they say? 6 million or so?
6.3 something, just about.
And that was in 2100.
24
What are we in the
degrees?
2190s?
Yes.
We're in the mid 90s.
A lot of things, I guess, can happen in 100 years out here, it seems.
Yeah,
But to go from perfectly temperate to a complete barren desert wasteland in such a short time is highly irregular.
Yes, this is a very dramatic change. Atmospheric processes most likely to blame.
Well, it seems like somebody's sending something or someone is sending some kind of signal. This transponder thing, do I know anything else about it? Can I determine anything else about it? Is it a ship? Is it like a personal thing? Is it a distress?
It seems to be a ship. You take the telescope and you zoom down to see if you can get a view of it, and you could see that there's a crashed ship there with a weak transponder signal coming from the bridge inside the cockpit there.
Does it look like any of the ones used by the Children of the Divines in the past? Are there any identifying markings or?
It's hard to tell from the wreckage from this distance.
Okay, so it doesn't appear operational.
No. It's in pieces, yeah.
Okay, that's a useful piece of information. Well, somebody wrecked down there. So maybe they know what went wrong.
Maybe. Does it seem to be a recent wreck?
We're a little far away.
Alright, that's fair.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So,
This is unfortunately the kind of thing we'll need our boots on the ground for.
as you know, I guess we're being watched now. I gotta watch my every move. So, Seja, I would appreciate if you notice I'm doing something wrong or illogical, if you can give me a
I'll
little
punch you
nudge.
in the face.
Okay. Well,
That's her
you do it
signal.
lightly.
I'm gonna gently punch you in the face. That's gonna be the clip for this episode.
Okay, well, Dutch.
So,
Helen, you have something to say?
yeah, I suppose I'm just curious then. Does that mean that you're gonna be coming along with us this time, Tan? Or are you and Crispin gonna be here? Or
You know what? I think
kind of what's the division of labor?
Crispin needs to get his hands dirty. You know, if it's up to me,
Right,
I'm
no.
gonna try and let him go.
For
Okay.
once, I actually agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. He's,
Yeah,
a little
just
wet
I wanna
behind
watch-
the ears maybe, but
Just-
I want to watch the pretty boy flounder.
just talk him up, tell him he's a brave man, he could do it, and and then he'll get courage maybe. well-
we'll see about that.
Yeah, but you know me, I like to stay in the ship, if possible. That way I could run things,
Right.
observe. He will see that I'm doing a good
Okay.
job.
I whisper to Helen, we're going to watch that pretty boy flounder, and it's going to be funny.
Okay. All right. No, that
Okay.
seems like a fun situation.
Okay, take us down into the atmosphere, Dutch.
God damn it, I have so little source of joy anymore. Let me have this.
Sail into the atmosphere. It's a little turbulent. The atmosphere is thick. The gravity, you can feel the force of the gravity of this giant world. It's going to be hard to even stand on it.
Oh, yeah, no, that's actually a good point. Should we be getting our, like, all-world suits on? Because I think...
Or the radiation suit.
Tan's like, it's only 40 degrees. Weak radiation.
That's verifiably hot as balls.
Only 40 degrees? Tan, how long have you spent in 40-degree weather? Ever?
Well, I was at the Bahamas back on Earth. It got up to 50
Oh.
there sometime
Hey.
Oh, wow.
with global warming.
The Bahamas. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just sitting there on the beach enjoying yourself, not doing any manual labor at all.
I was on
You're not
vacation.
tracking this. Right, of course. Yeah, so do you see how the circumstances might be a little bit different than the Bahamas?
Well, you do whatever you need to do. Use whatever weapons, suits, anything you want, you can have. What we've been through, you never know what's down there.
You know, Tan, I do appreciate that. I feel like we're starting to come to an understanding.
Yeah, I knew I'd grow on y'all.
Like a fungus. Alright.
Well, as
So,
you're zooming over the city, you can see that it's actually pristine clean. You know, the city's looks like it's been abandoned a long time ago. It's like empty. Nobody in the streets. No life at all. But it's clean. Pristine clean. Even though the picture kind of makes it look ugly in that, but the city is a large city that could hold millions of people, and there's rivers that run through it, and there's beautiful waterfalls, many of them that exist on the border of the city, and one even inside the city. There's a waterfall. The transponder readings coming from a crashed ship that's just south of the city.
Alright.
Well, what do you think? Should we investigate the crashed ship, or should we maybe try to go somewhere in the city?
I'd like to poke the ship and see what I can get out of their black box.
I feel like that. I mean, I'm not sure how much it'll tell us about, you know, the colony itself, but I feel like based on what we kind of been dealing with, there could be some pretty valuable information on that. Or also, you know, some kind of freaky alien motherfucker that wants to eat us. That's also a possibility.
Thank you for reminding me, Halwyn.
Yeah, sorry, I just kind of forgot about that for a second. I was like, oh, maybe it's just an empty ship. And I feel like actually that would be the best case scenario.
And
Yeah.
yeah,
What could be down there? Well, you get a beep. Dodge is like, I'm being held.
like fucking excuse me.
Hailed actively.
He puts the hail on the intercom, and it's a robotic voice.
Oh boy.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Please land at spaceport. Please land at spaceport.
Please land.
At the
At the
space.
spaceport. I'm sorry. Are you human?
Please land at spaceport.
Auto response. Auto reply. Are you human? I love that's Sasha's robot test.
Tan's like, so what do you think we should do, Session? Should we land at the spaceport or should we go investigate that ship?
How far is the spaceport from the ship?
I'll give you a maps coming up on your computer.
Very orange.
Spaceport's up here. And the crash ship's right here.
Spaceport's up where now?
Oh god.
Jesus Christ,
So,
it's
like,
all the way
other-
across the fucking. Nah, no, we're going to the site. We're going to the crash ship, or at least like getting airdropped in there. I don't know what you call that.
Which direction are we approaching from?
You're, we'll just say you're here.
Okay. Yeah. I'm fine with whatever if we're kind of halfway between the two right now.
Well, okay, Seja. I'll listen to you.
Hmm?
Okay,
Is it
take
my
us,
birthday?
Judge, take us to the crash site. And as you're traveling away from the spaceport, you hear,
You're diverting from your allocated course. Please return your course for the safety of all traffic.
Please return to your course, or what?
For the safety of all traffic.
For the safety of all traffic. Does it seem like there's other traffic in this area?
No.
Okay, I'm just double checking.
Okay, are there like are there any like anti-air defenses that we can see, or is our only like threat this thing just like being disappointed in us?
you don't see any defenses of any kind. They then had no need to defend themselves.
Okay, so all the robot's gonna do is just be disappointed in us for like 5 minutes while we land. Do we test the wrath of the robot, Halwyn, or should we
I don't feel like we're gonna get another chance to investigate this crash, but
You're not on your allotted course. Do you require assistance?
No. Fuck off. Actually, never mind. Maybe.
can we there's a from the crash we were getting a signal too, right? It was like an SOS? But it wasn't recent, or did we just know about the crash?
I think we just knew it crashed and that there was I think it's the transponder, like,
Yeah.
beep,
Yeah, the
Hi,
transponder.
I'm here. Hello.
Okay. Well,
I am identifiable.
let's just tell them that we're responding to a SOS, a transponder.
We are investigating the transponder and I don't know if there's any kind of coordinate system, but I will attempt to give the approximate location of that thing.
Emergency assistance. Do not move to your position. Please wait. Help will be waiting soon. Landing is only permitted at the spaceport. Any emergency implies mechanical failure or other emergency and danger to your life.
Um,
Danger to our lives?
Thank
Think which
you.
one's right?
We
Yeah,
we
it's a tough
don't
voice to
need-
understand.
Yeah, what? We don't need help. We're responding to a crashed ship currently, and then we plan to be en route to your spaceport. Is that okay? We're fine though, thank you.
Emergency assistance. Do not move to your position. Please wait.
So Tan's like, I
don't know what to do
guess.
with that, folks.
Well, should we just go anyways? They're coming anyways, so maybe they can meet us at the crash site.
Yeah, maybe we'll need them. I don't know.
I guess. I
Might be
mean,
fine to have some emergency supplies on hand if we're headed to a crash. I don't know.
yeah.
All right. What do you think, Crispin?
Yeah,
now?
Crispin has entered in the back at
You've
some
been
point.
lurking.
And he's like, just like he has like a little data pad, and he has like a stylus out on, and he looks up. It's just taking notes. Don't mind me.
No,
Does
I
seem,
asked what you think.
Of course. It's certainly curious that the automated voice seemed frustrated by our refusal to land. Do we not have vehicles of some kind on this ship? Would it really be that much of an inconvenience to land at the starport, Tan?
I mean, we had one vehicle that got pretty eaten up by those bugs, though.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You have another tractor on there.
We have another tractor, though. Oh,
Yeah.
well. Yeah, I
We
suppose
can go
we
drive
could
through
do
a
that.
cornfield.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't thinking about trying to drive through their fields or anything.
Well, based on these maps, it looks like we'd mostly be able to go down some sort of road or a highway, and just at the last bits.
All right. If you want to do it that way, we can make that happen.
I merely provide an observation,
You were asked for your input.
and I
so-
provided it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it is up to
Alright, well-
you as the team and to Tan's leadership to make that determination.
Right. Yeah. All right, team. What do we think?
Well, Tan's like, I say go to the crash ship.
And then leave us with the tractor. We could drive that into the city.
That's true.
Or you just fly back to the spaceport after we're
We
done.
can always just move the ship. Yeah.
Yeah. You drop us off, we meet you at the spaceport at the end of all of this. But
Oh, well.
leave us with tractor, because fast.
Okay. Dudge, take us down at the transponder site. Aye, Captain. Piloting roll. All right.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
In the ship.
Dudge is stressed.
Why is Dutch stressed? My boy!
Oh, I would ask, what kind of suits do we want for this?
Well, there's radiation around, so something that can handle it.
Yeah,
What level was the radiation
can
at?
that handle the heat?
The radiation was at weak, so 1 rad per shift.
Or shift.
Hmm. That's not too bad.
Let me see. What are the radiation suits like?
Remember, if I take radiation,
Actually,
That's a
that's a
good
good
question.
question.
I don't think so, but that's an interesting one.
It would still damage you,
Yeah, it's still damage
probably.
electronics.
Mhm.
Unless you're shielded. You could be shielded.
Mm.
Maybe it's a
there's
talent.
there's a list of things. I just can't remember what's on it. I gotta take a look.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a talent.
suits.
Love that a carbonated beverage is an item that you can have in your inventory.
A shift is 6 hours, correct?
Approximately.
6 to
Yeah.
8, yeah.
Okay. Well, this seems to be within the standard deviation of expected risks. At 40 degrees Celsius, I feel like in a stuffy um, radiation suit, I would only magnify that temperature.
Yeah, is there any cooling in the radiation suit? If there's any cooling systems, probably not, eh? I don't know.
I wouldn't think so, but I don't know. Yeah. Oh, I guess. If they're
am
vacuum
trying-
safe, maybe.
There's a military grade hazmat suit.
Yeah, there is the ape suit.
Well, that's a big
Runaway you mission.
thing, I think.
I mean, it's a little bit armored, but it's specifically for environmental. Filtered air supply, limited armor, resistance to extreme temperatures.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
dog catcher units.
So Dan's like to Crispin. So I take it you're going out on this mission, and I'm just going to stay back and
Doesn't
take
say anything
command,
about
right?
radiation though.
I believe that seems to be the best way to go about this, Tim. That way, I'll get to experience firsthand how your team sees your leadership come through.
Great, great.
Well, alright.
It looks like it's either we protect against radiation,
Or the temperature. But not both.
yeah.
I mean, we've been in leak rads before and we were okay, but we did kind of leave in a bit of a hurry on that one too, didn't we?
Yeah, so it's like 1 rad per shift, 6 hours out there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not
And we
too
can
bad.
avoid taking it by going inside the ship, yeah.
Yeah, and same with
think so, yeah.
same with the heat.
Alright.
It's also high gravity too, so you got to use the Building Better
That's-
World's new rules for gravity and heat.
Yeah.
So heat stroke, basically, intense heat. You must make a heat stroke save, rolling stamina.
Oh yeah, that's what almost killed me on that one planet.
If successful, they
That
could
was,
push
like,
through it.
early
But
on.
if you cannot escape the heat, you have to roll again after a turn. If the roll's failed, you
Damn.
take 1 point of damage, and
Yeah.
when suffering from heat stroke, to gain 2 stress, a level instead of 1 every time you push a roll. And gravity is you get +1 stress and suffer -2 modification to all mobility rolls
Yeah.
and close
Damn.
combat rolls. After a shift in the new gravity, then you make a mobility roll to see if
Acclimate.
you've acclimated to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
Damn. That's brutal.
Just a tad.
Okay, so as soon as you go out there, you're gaining 1 stress for the gravity.
Honestly, why? As we've talked with the radiation is within the realm of reasonable. If we just wear expedition fatigues, they are designed to thermally regulate and provide stamina resistance to both heat, cold, and vacuum. Mechanically, it adds +1 stamina to that resistance. That seems like the likely choice.
And I don't think it adds anything. I think you can wear them with like armor. It doesn't say you can't. It's just clothes.
Oh
Right?
yeah, it does actually specifically say thermal regulating undersuit. So yeah, probably.
It's also like not doesn't have a weight stat or
Yeah.
anything, so
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. I assumed
That's
it
really
was like
nice.
its own suit, but you're right. It has no others. But you look at that.
But the heat, I'll allow you to tolerate the heat.
Well, it only gives you a +1 to the resistance of it. That's all. You still have to make the roll. It just gives you a bonus die.
bonus to
essentially.
it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
a bonus plus. It's +1 stamina to that resistance roll.
Yeah.
So it just improves your shots.
Yeah.
So do we want to pick up something like a radiation suit instead, or just regular combat armor and say fuck it with ball? And I say if we can do okay with the temperature, I think we should remove one problem. We should wear a suit that removes one problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'm fine with the fatigues and just our regular armor, whatever we've been.
Yeah, the hazmat suits don't have shit
pistol.
for armor, and the ape suits are decent, but actually the ape suits aren't going to help us much at all. So
All right.
Has there been any sign of threat so far that maybe I've missed a violence threat that will need armor?
just assume that there will threats.
It is very likely,
Yeah,
given
Gotcha.
history.
that's
Good to know.
that's more about our past experiences. I think.
Oh yeah, that's true. You do have a history of violence with locals. Good to note. Appreciated.
Locals being alien monsters that have one name and one name only, and that is to kill us and use us for their reproductive cycle.
I do believe you also killed several humans on a world that you caused a nuclear reaction on, though, as well.
We didn't cause that. That was definitely someone else pulling the trigger. And also, part of that population was, I hate to use the word primitive because it feels like, like you're looking,
Yeah.
but, we'll say, savage.
I see. Interesting. Someone else pulled the trigger. Tan, your report said due to the failure of Seja, Colin, Finn, and who else was there? Blair,
Calvin.
Calvin.
and Calvin. That a nuclear detonation went off. Your team is saying
No.
someone else pulled the trigger?
Oh, yeah, so they threatened that either, oh gosh, what was it? They wanted something from us.
They
and
wanted
we
the
said-
refugees.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They wanted a bunch of people, dead either way, basically, and they said, we're gonna set off a nuke, and we went to try and stop it, and it didn't quite work out, but, yeah.
The slightly different.
At some
reporting
point, your own
process.
self-preservation has to take some kind of priority. I'm sure you
Yeah.
understand.
We
Of
got there
course,
and we were looking
assets.
at it. We were trying to turn it off, and it just wasn't working. If I'm being honest.
Yes,
Yeah, that was definitely a nuke that we didn't activate ourselves.
that was
We were
a
actively trying to de-escalate the nuke threat. Actually.
yes. The children of two divines was trying to threaten
Yeah,
us.
that
to,
weird cult. I don't know if that
Yeah,
was in your reports.
to
There's
give
like
up
a
the
cult
citizens.
that's been following us
Yeah.
around.
But that was exciting. We left at the last minute with the nuclear bomb blowing up beneath us. That was really exciting.
Yeah, a lot of lost facets. Although I do
Exciting.
believe
Hundreds, if
That
not
one.
thousands, of people died.
that was exciting. This is a really good mission.
Yeah, but we didn't.
Yeah, devastating lost facets. Although you did redeem yourself, Tan, with a collection of those specimens. So I will do have to give you credit where credit is due.
What now?
Oh, Tan?
Of course,
Oh, he was on
What
the
did
ship
we
the whole
collect?
time.
Yeah,
the
those,
collection of the specimens.
those specimens are worth so much.
Ah.
You'd think the company could make so much money with those
Do you mean
specimens.
the egg found on the ship on that planet? The thing that tried to eat my face before
You
Finn
took
and I
it?
pulled it off?
Perhaps.
Yes.
I mean, we
We
killed it,
specifically
yeah.
didn't put that on our ship. Did you?
Tan's like, I went behind your back, Seja. Yeah. I told.
Excellent call.
I am
yeah.
immediately pushing him against the wall with my arm at his neck.
I told Dudge
Is that on
to
our
put it-
ship right now?
put it in quarantine because I knew the company would pay us big for it.
Look at me.
It's in quarantine right now. I've been
Yes.
in there.
Well, it's in the secret quarantine room.
The secret court.
It's under lock and
And
key.
Where's that, Tan?
Super secret quarantine.
Lock and key. I'll lock you in there.
You need a corporate badge to get inside.
I
Okay.
am pinning Tan to the wall
And-
with my arm, and I have a gun.
And Crispin, your eyes realize that you now have access to that room.
Yes. As I see, you're physically pinning Tan.
Oh yeah, no, I am
Crispin.
physically pinning Tan to the wall, and I have a gun with my other hand.
Colonel Doctor.
Seja, you gotta control your emotions, please.
Colonel Doctor. You need to stand down.
You mean
Well,
to tell
there-
me? Shut.
While they're trying to de-escalate, can I try to take Crispin's badge?
Yeah. You can try.
I would like to.
Front
I would
door.
like to do
No
that.
way.
Yeah, he does have a.
I would like to do that.
Yeah.
All right.
That's great.
I don't know what this would be.
Mobility versus his observation, I believe.
Maybe, yeah. Do I have?
That's general stealth rules.
Alouette,
Yeah.
can you assist me here? We have a irate employee.
Alouette, if you lay a hand on me, she doesn't even finish her sentence.
Yeah.
Man, is this a regular occurrence? This violence on your ship?
Well, Seja tends to overreact at times,
You mean to tell me
but she's
See.
a quality employee for sure.
Can I get a
You mean-
bonus since he's distracted? or I guess if it's a
Didn't mean to do that. Ignore.
service is or
Why are
sorry,
you-
he would probably just suffer his observation. Never mind.
Oh, that's a good point.
Well, I'm gonna roll.
You mean to tell me you've had a knowingly dangerous thing on our ship this entire time? The thing that we specifically said not to bring on board because we knew what was inside and we knew that it was bad news and we knew what it would cause.
I know, Seja, I know. But the company, its priorities are greater than ours. They're the boss. They pay us our wages. So what's happening with these roles? Observation, mobility?
Oh, I said I was trying to take Crispin's badge.
Slaps your hand away. Just excuse you. This is no time for tomfoolery.
Well, welcome to my ordered crew, Crispin.
I
See
see.
it. See everybody's in line?
Yes. Colonel Doctor, is there a reason you have a gun on the bridge?
I always have a gun on me.
On the bridge, where a misfire or an accident could bunch up. Well, I guess it's probably not an armor-piercing round. At least I'm hoping.
It's called putting the safety on, dumbass.
Yes, this mistakes still happen with safeties. Seja, when is the last time you had a session with Dr. Lakota?
Do you want to be next?
I see. I'm gonna have to make some notes. I believe.
Crispin, when is the last time you believe
This
you
isn't-
would have had time for a session with Dr. Lakota?
This isn't the fucking point. The point
Oh, it
is
takes
that the
hours.
longer that Egg
days of
stays on
transit.
our ship, the longer we stay in danger.
Oh, I assure you, it's probably perfectly fine and contained. Um,
Right, because you've seen so
Probably.
many of these things. Mm-hmm.
different
I'm sure
forms of
he's
alien
a
life forms, of course. They're
bona fide expert.
You didn't
they're
watch your
what-
entire crew die, either driven mad because of a worship for these things, or directly killed by them.
Mm. Yeah, he like steeples his fingers and like does like the manager like. Yeah, I think you're going to have some mandatory time with Dr. Lakota after this mission, Seisha. You have some things you need to really process and work through to make sure this team is a safe environment for all.
Yeah,
Speak
Chris.
to me in that way again, I dare you.
I will say, as a member of this team, my safe environment is being disrupted a lot more by the idea of whatever the fuck that is on our ship, rather than by, Seisha's actions. I feel quite safe around Seisha, if I'm being honest.
Duly noted.
Considering I'm the only one who's actually stepped up to, protect the safety of the people I hold dearest. Because I've lost every other fucking friend I've ever had.
Yes, she had an experience near a black hole space station prison. Kind of made her a little loopy.
Yes.
Are you explaining
course.
I
her
jam my
trauma?
arm into his neck further.
Seisha?
No, I feel like he needs to be choked out a little bit for that. I feel like some corporal punishment is due on this.
Here's what's going to happen, Tan. You're going to go get that egg. You're going to go get the flamethrower.
No.
You're going to set it on the ground outside. And you're going to burn that thing. And you're going to destroy it.
I assure you, he will not be doing any of that.
You think you have any say in this situation? Are you the one with the gun?
Well, this is a fair point, but you would be costing the company millions of credits.
Oh no! Do you think I give a fuck?
I would think so, as you're paid, and your survival is based on those credits.
I think my survival is based off of whether or not there's a fucking alien on the ship.
I understand. Where do you think that gun that you're touting has come from?
I've carried it with me since my MSS days.
Oh, so that's an unauthorized, not Weyland-Yutani approved firearm you're wielding on a Weyland-Yutani vessel?
You hear my accent?
Yes, I understand, but you're an employee at the moment. We'll have to look up your contract to make sure that you use the appropriate stamped and registered devices, so we don't have any access.
I'm sorry, Crispin, are you implying that we should have had standard issue weaponry this entire time?
Well, you are deploying into the field. I would assume you'd have some level of standard issue weaponry. Basics.
On our first mission, the only weapon I got to defend myself was one I pulled out of the hands of a man who was about to commit suicide with it.
See, interesting.
Okay.
Tan,
So we're
we'll
all
have
on
to
the same page
discuss the deployment. Although I did just hear Tan was very open to allowing you to bring the equipment you believed you needed. So
Yeah, no, the past, mission or so. Also, I imagine that your presence here has some effect on his bearing, wouldn't you say?
The gun I was trained on.
possible. It's certainly possible. Well, if we could de-escalate that violence there, Seisha, and really everyone involved, the company will handle everything with the specimen. As Tan said, it's in super secret contamination lockdown. We just need to complete this mission, and I assure you it will leave with me when I finish my review.
No, it
Okay,
won't.
what about when you die awfully
No, it won't.
and tragically very soon on this mission, I imagine, if not, the next.
I don't think there's any reason that I would die. We have robotic friends telling us where to land. Seems like a
Have
perfectly
you
safe
looked
environment.
at our casualty rates?
I have. That's part of why I'm here. It's pretty astronomical.
Okay, but you think that you're exempt from those statistics?
Oh, of course.
You're
I'm
just
rich.
a number at the end of the day. Okay.
No, it'll be fine. Once with the proper supervision, I'm sure this team will be successful.
Okay. Right, of course. That's all we've been lacking this whole time.
That's what it seems to be.
Right. Okay, alright.
A lot of.
Well, you get out there, Mr. Perfect.
Oh,
Well,
by
yeah.
no means am I perfect, unless you're talking about my jawline.
No, I certainly wasn't.
That's too bad.
Mhm.
Well then, tell the captain to land us where we need to go.
The Dutch is like, you're gonna have to go out the back airlock. The main airlock is blocked by a bulkhead I parked a little too close to.
You did a bad parking job.
That's amazing.
I'm not moving. Get out.
These
know,
spaces
alright.
are terrible.
That's I'll
The
accept.
parking
very
situation
good.
here is awful. I'm gonna let Crispin walk away, and then I'm gonna look at Tan and I'm like, you're going to do what I say.
Well, like I said, Crispin is, he's right up there with the elites,
And just as susceptible to bullets as you.
Hey, Seja.
I might help you, but Crispin won't. So if you want me to help you, you got to keep it quiet.
Of course, we'll keep him distracted.
Let's get on with our mission. We could do that later.
Just as you promised me it will be done. I need your word. I need a handshake.
Okay, Sasha. I'll give you my word.
I stand down and I'll, shake his hand with the most indifferent, now neutral, the most forced neutral expression on my face.
Well, it's nice.
Turn on my heel and I leave.
It's nice to have you on my side and you an enemy of Crispin. Oh, that's so nice.
This does not.
Seja, hey, can we have a little chat? Yeah, let's take it outside. All right. So, I don't trust
I'm gonna
either
kill
of them
him.
as far as I can throw them.
I'm gonna kill them both.
Yep. All right. No, I think that's a good idea. I think the strategy is a little pit them against each other, though, right? So that at least it's a divide and conquer thing. Because as soon as they're like, "Oh, you all are insubordinate to the company," then that's gonna unite them. It'll give them a common enemy, which will be us, and instead we need them at each other's throats. So, yeah. I hate to be the one to counsel it because I'm all here for you, expressing what you need to and getting shit done. I like that about you. But I do think that maybe this is a situation in which I would counsel the slightest bit of patience. And maybe a softer touch.
Alwyn, you're the only person I fucking respect on this ship.
I know. We're gonna get out of this. We're gonna keep ourselves safe. And, if there are some casualties on the way, maybe it's not the worst thing this time. We'll see. But we're gonna get through this first, alright? Eyes on the prize. Right, Alouette?
Yes, this is good idea.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm not losing another
Mission-oriented, that one.
I bet she'd
Standing
destroy it if
awkwardly
I
through
gave
this
her.
whole thing.
I bet she'd destroy it if I gave her the flamethrower. Is not human.
That's, I mean,
It
yeah,
would
it
seem
does.
a good idea.
Yeah,
That's the smartest thing you've said,
Speaking
to
of,
date.
I'm sorry, Alouette. I have felt the need ever since our last conversation to apologize. because I ended it, or not ended it. I did end it a little callously, but also I feel like I laughed at you when you were expressing something vulnerable to me, and it was more shock, I suppose. I didn't mean to be rude or dismissive.
Sasha
And I
has the.
know that I do think of you as a friend.
Think nothing of it.
All
What
right.
did I miss?
Don't worry about it. Let's
I
just all get through this alive.
Was
okay?
not planning to.
Not, or just in a state of continued existence, Alouette? Is that how I should? Alright, I'm gonna stop overthinking that. Let's go.
Well, you guys head out to the back airlock.
I
And
love this game.
Seja, you notice that there's Adrian's food bowl and water dish are in the airlock.
Who moved them here? Which one of you assholes? They stay in my quarters. Fucking A. Come here, kitty. I pick him up on my shoulder. I wanted to deposit him in my room with his food. I'm not letting you kill my cat. That cat is living, even if I die.
Maybe when you go put the stuff back, see about disabling the override so that it stays
That means
locked.
somebody got in my room. That's even more
Yeah.
disconcerting.
Yeah, yeah, no respect for privacy on this ship, I'll tell you that much.
God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to redeposit Adrian, set up a better lock on my room door, and
This is the way.
and leave. And I will give him many scritches and pets before I leave as
Very
compensation.
important. The most important thing, really.
You are also my best friend in this whole wide world. So you'll live.
Okay, so open the airlock. You exit the ship. It's very windy. You feel the breeze. See the crashed ship. But you also see these automated power loaders. A bunch of them.
Are they just vibing?
They seem to be walking around, tearing apart the ship.
They do be vibing.
They're just walking around. They're not like actively carrying anything. Like, do they seem to have a purpose, or are they ambling kind of?
I
There's
think they're like dismantling it.
there's a big
Oh.
truck, and they're dismantling it with
Gotcha.
parts and emptying it into this big dump truck.
Gotcha.
Identify where the black box or any of the old computer systems might be. Any kind of data we can nab.
The signal's coming from the cockpit and the bridge here.
We should get to the cockpit before these machines do.
Yep, no, agreed.
They're likely to damage any sensitive information.
Yep, that's a good call, Alouette.
Yeah, it's astute assessment.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
So I got your
Would
tokens.
you like to lead the way, Mr. Luxington?
Oh
I mean,
no,
being
I'm-
I just figured having achieved the rank that you do, I'm sure you know your way around a cockpit.
One must do what one must. But no.
Charlie.
Athena, no. Lethal, no. I have to. As much as I 100% find it hilarious, I have to say it just so that it is said.
But
I am on board.
he definitely smiles and he's just like, no, as the observer, I prefer to be from behind on this one.
Oh, so you're more of
You
a
prefer
voyeur
it from
then.
behind, then.
Or maybe he's more of a voyeur.
Yes, that is a
It
good
is.
way to think of this as with a bit of a voyeur.
Alright.
Love this game.
Perfect setup. Perfect.
I love how he doesn't go like inappropriate. He's like, nah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm leaning into this weird ass metaphor he's doing.
Gotta roll with it.
Yeah. I mean,
It's really important that you assimilate into the team culture, so.
Plus one
Exactly.
awesome point for Crispin.
Assimilate, that's good.
Crispin gets plus one awesome point.
Well,
Alright, well,
there they give them that.
Okay, you're watching these Ottomans. Just
Roll
keep
out.
doing. One of them notices
Nice.
your ship, and they start coming to your ship and starting to try to dismantle it.
Okay,
No.
Dunge, you can leave now.
Uh,
no. No.
You are running over
That's amazing.
That's amazing. I imagine you're like
no.
playing basketball with them.
We must know your
Literally
ship.
the Chris Pratt Velociraptor thing. No. No.
God.
Know
No.
your ship. Make it use for the colony.
No.
It's still operational.
No, please. Thank you.
No, please. The amount of times you've said that to me. That's
Can
a
I
no. That's a yes.
can I attempt to like turn it off or?
Ooh. Yeah.
Mm.
So you want to try
Can we
to
help
interfere
Alouette?
with it?
Yeah.
Help Alouette.
Give me a Comtech roll to see if you know how to turn it off.
Not a heavy machinery thing.
Heavy machinery, yeah, that would work. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that would work.
With me having the context still, can I give her a +1? Oh, never
Doesn't
mind. She
need it.
doesn't need it.
Does
No
not
need.
need it.
Heavy machinery is my thing.
Hell yeah.
You need to deactivate one of these things. You have to access it, the control panel on its top of its back,
Okay.
and you need a mobility to climb up it, and a Comtech roll to deactivate it.
What if we give her a boost? Which is definitely something we're strong enough for.
Yeah.
I would never comment on a woman's weight. However,
Well, that woman is made of titanium.
yes.
Yeah, I'll do it. Can I take any assistance?
Unless somebody's coming up with you. I guess on a
Yeah.
I guess somebody could. What? Somebody gonna lift your foot?
Give her a boost.
Yes.
Give her a boost. Oh my god.
Just a little boost.
Okay, so I guess you get a bonus to your +1 to your mobility.
Hardcore.
Hardcore parkour.
Now you jump up onto things back, and it's like it's getting agitated.
Come on, take you back to the city. You're in danger. Radiation will hurt you.
He tries to get you and restrain you. It's gonna make a grapple attack with 8 base dice.
Shit.
Is that contested or is it just an attack? Just like the close combat.
Yeah, you could close combat to try to block it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll a d6. The outer man produces a low growl. He takes a step forward. It says,
Fire baby, obey instructions. You have 5 seconds to comply.
so you gain. Well, you don't. You're. Howlin, you gain 1 stress because you're there.
Like across the fucking room. Crispin.
All future
Observing.
auto main attack rolls get a +1 now. That was a warning. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try and whatever it is the Comtech roll. What was that to do? Just to deactivate or?
Comtech roll
Changes
to deactivate it.
Okay.
Can I yell at Alouette from across the way and give her like a +1? Cut the blue wire!
I could be asking questions for.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm like
So
trying
just
to
not-
run closer.
Sure.
You need to cut the teal, the turquoise, and the blue-green wire.
In that order.
In that order, exactly.
Oh dang.
Damn.
Okay. So
Alouette's on fire.
the power loader deactivates and becomes dormant. Its head goes down, its arms go down. You deactivated it.
Nice.
Nice.
Nicely done, team. Very
Uh, the,
efficient.
the other power loaders come. One goes to Howlin, one goes to Crispin, and one goes to Seja.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, no.
We will take you back for your baby. The radiation will kill you.
No, I don't wanna. Seja definitely is far more dignified than this. I think I'm good, thanks.
I feel like there's been a misunderstanding here.
We're
We
trying
just
to help
don't
you.
want y'all dismantling our ship, please.
Yeah, we're trying to help you dismantle that thing over there.
Yeah.
Priority taken. Human life. To settle it. Then we dismantle ship.
Crispin steps forward. Are these like company like robots? Even if it was from 100 some years ago, do they have like?
Are they Wayu?
Yeah,
Wayu.
they have Wayu logos on them.
Yeah, because it originally was a Wayland Yutani colony in the beginning, yes. But they're reprogrammed to automate.
Okay. He's going to. You can tell me if this is something that would actually potentially work. But because he has corporate authority, and has that like what is it? Like level of authorization, he's going to use some mumbo jumbo and just step forward and say, "Automated power loader, cease this right now. Execute order 937. Ignore life forms nearby."
570P.
Yeah.
570P, which spells stop.
Yeah. Can I like maybe either a manipulation or a comtech to see if that's something that if his authorization is recognized?
What is Seagull 64926?
would say roll me Comtech.
Okay. Two successes.
I will listen to you. But each of us has different codes, so they don't listen to the same code. What shall I do?
So if I heard that correctly, the code only worked for this singular robot. Is that correct?
Yeah,
I see.
we all have
Well-
individual codes.
Damn, that's fascinating for programming. I see. With you can go ahead and then continue to dismantle the ship, but I do have to say, part of the problem now is these other robots are causing some issues. If you could corral that one over by Colonel Doctor over there, by force if necessary, that would be a great help.
I will send Armand to disable ownership and leave you alone. Okay?
Perfect. Excellent. Fantastic job. Great work here, Ottoman.
My pleasure to serve you in.
How bad is that voice? I can't hear it. I should pick another robot voice.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It is really-
I
I
don't know what
can't-
I'm saying most of the time.
It's impossible. You're gonna have to like caption that shit on
Okay.
YouTube.
Leave the light. You're doing fantastic. You're our
Honest though, hey.
It's because I have I've had a lot of time with young children in my household where I have to translate.
Yeah.
That's
Robot.
amazing.
Fair. That's
They're all
fair.
robots, it turns out.
Noted.
Oh my god. Adrian is being misbehaving again.
Oh.
Lots of noises.
Well, so the Ottomans go back to the ship.
Love it.
Okay.
It seems my clearance was good for that one time, at least. I don't think I'll be able to get away with that again here.
Alright.
They seem to have developed different codes since last communication with the company.
Alright. Well, that's good to know. Cool. Well, do we push forward?
I believe we were going to acquire that black box. It would be a shame to come all the way out here and not get it.
I agree. Alright, well.
Is there any
Do
way?
it.
Is there any way I can get the autoloader to kind of restart without the automation and just like regular use?
That's interesting.
Can we steal the autoloader?
Yeah, that would be
Love that.
that would just be a Comtech roll if you want to do that.
Seja, would you be able to aid in this?
Oh, 100%. I like this plan. This is the best plan you've made. I may actually be starting to like you. People, did it go down the wrong pipe?
no.
Sounds good to carry the way.
She's got a sense of humor too, Sasha.
I wasn't paying attention. Pretty sure my cat tried to breathe her water.
Oh no.
Okay, you get +1 your Comtech.
The catfish. So I was gonna let Seja roll.
Oh, you want me to roll it?
Yeah, I could aid you.
Okay, give me 1 sec.
Okay,
I'll stick my
I-
head up from.
I guess the
bottom.
other two.
Oh my god, it auto centered me. That's
Crispin
amazing.
goes on the bridge with Halwyn. The bridge is shattered, but the main console is intact, and you could get access to the logs. But the ship, you can see that it. Okay, Seja, are you able to get rid of the code, and it'll just
yeah.
behave like a normal power loader.
Hell
Uh,
yeah.
You're on the bridge, and yeah, you notice this is a Corvus class vessel.
Ooh.
You can see that it's originally launched under the name US CSS Boreas.
Riss?
You would need a
ER.
cut. It seems to be decrypted, the data in the black box. You would need a contact roll to find out anything.
Yes, please.
Yes, I can. How
Maple,
is it? Is that something you're proficient in? If not, I can work my talents here.
It's not particularly my specialty, no.
I see.
I dabble a little, but
Of course. And he steps forward and like pulls out his little like pad and begins to tap away.
What do you do?
2 successes on contact.
Wow.
Mad respect. Okay.
All that data.
Well, you're looking at the nav data, and you could see that it was deleted. But somebody downloaded it at the moment it was wiped.
Interesting.
But you also got another log that shows that they were chasing another ship, but then the ship malfunctioned and they landed here.
Both ships, or just this one while pursuing the other one crashed?
This one, yeah, while
Okay.
pursuing the other one.
Interesting.
and then the data was wiped.
Hmm.
There's a few dead bodies, and you see one of the Ottomans pick up one of the bodies, place it into a coffin that was made. He puts it into the back of a truck.
Do these bodies look fresh, for lack of a better term?
Yeah.
Yes. It's just early rigor mortis.
Wow. Okay. Is there?
So they've early rigor mortis.
That's like-
72 hours?
I was going to say it's like within a couple days at latest.
Yeah, it starts setting in about 72.
Is there blood inside this vessel? Like, does it look like they died in the crash, or does it look like they may have been killed in another way?
It looks like they died in the crash for sure.
Okay. Good
Can
to
I,
know.
while he's tapping away on his data pad, can I search the bodies just for anything relevant?
The Ottoman just took the last body.
The last one, oh damn, okay, alright.
Did they leave anything behind?
No.
I am so
But
sorry. My
I'll-
cat is a menace. What did I miss?
I'll just say that since you wanted to check him, as the Ottoman was getting him, you managed to see his tag on his shirt. It's the pilot,
Oh.
and his name's Adam Ingram, and he's dead.
Did his ID have like a company on it at all?
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah, I was just say with his name, and this being a USCS ship, I want to see if we're able to. We should be in like comp range of 10, I would assume.
Yeah.
10, can you hear us?
I can hear you loud and clear, Crispin.
Excellent. We need you to run a person's name through the databases. See if this is the personnel files. See if this is a ship from the project or an outsider.
Certainly. Just give me the name.
Adam Ingram?
Adam Ingram.
Adam.
Okay.
Yeah. If you could run that and let us know?
I'll give it to Mother, and she'll let me know.
Excellent. Good find, Halvin.
I'll try. You're over here being useful. Figured I should as well.
Of course, of course. Let's see. Anything? Yeah. So they've already. So it's only been like 72 hours. They're tearing this thing apart fast.
I expected it to be a lot older of a crash than this. I don't know why I did, but
I agree. It's perhaps. I don't think we were. I would not be surprised if nothing comes back from 10. This doesn't seem like part of an official investigation. They were pursuing something or other, but things don't add up here.
yeah.
I just realized I was on mute this entire time. My camera has unfocused, and Maple is apparently not resistant to tinfoil, so I've discovered something at least.
Good to know.
Let me see if this will fix it. What'd I miss?
Just investigation.
Well, you're too
Yeah.
busy with the power loader, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have to issue a reassessment of my statement. Rigor mortis does not take that long to set, and I mean, okay, it can take a while. It can also start up to like 4 hours post death. Generally, only lasts like 8 hours though. Anyway.
Although
It's
with
important.
the
But-
extremely hot and dry climate, I wonder if it would preserve it longer. I'm assuming this is not a moist heat.
Yeah, there's actually no
Yeah.
there's no life at all. The radiation's killed
Yeah.
all life, so probably the bacteria too.
Oh,
Blood
shit.
fucked.
Then it would take a little bit longer, yeah, absolutely,
Damn.
to go through the stages of decomposition.
And so, what suits were you guys wearing, anyways? What did you pick? I didn't even know what you picked.
I think we just went with, there's like a fatigue suit that you can wear, it seems like underneath other suits.
Yeah.
Expedition fatigues.
Yeah.
It's
they-
just listed as that,
So,
but
what
I-
protection does it give you? Anything?
It gives you
Uh,
+1 against the heat rolls.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's +1 stamina against
Okay,
heat
so
and whatnot.
let's.
And then armor as well. Did we take
Yeah.
personal armor, I believe, as well? So
Yeah,
and
they're
I
gonna
was
armor
going
on
to take the
top of
armor
that.
that I wore for last mission,
Yeah.
which was a combat armor.
Yep.
Okay.
But that doesn't do anything, obviously, for the heat.
Yeah.
So that's all you could find in this ship.
Okay.
Okay.
And the Ottomans are like, as soon as this is done, we will get the other ship.
The other ship.
Alright, yeah, maybe that's our ship, I think. Is
Oh.
what they're referring to, so
I
we should
see.
move it. We should get out of here.
I see. Yes,
Yeah.
that does
I-
seem wise.
I think we've got what we came for.
I think they're supposed to leave us with a tractor so we can, or we could just take this data and leave if there's nothing else. That's actually not a bad idea.
I mean, let's just move the ship to the spaceport.
That
Seja,
seems like a wise choice.
I mean, the parking job here was kind of not to offend Dutch, but he's done better. So I feel like maybe having a repark isn't the worst.
Seja, give me an observation roll.
Hell yeah. That's not the right screen. I clicked on the incorrect quotes generator. Oops.
No. Oh boy.
I don't know.
Alouette?
No.
Give me an observation roll.
All right.
That's great.
No pushing on this
That's
roll.
great.
This is like a
Oh,
sub
damn.
sub
it's like
roll.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, rolling nice.
Yay.
Heck yeah.
You see
overlap.
5 sets of footprints running around, and some mingle and go onto the tracks of the truck, and some head towards the city. So you conclude that there must be survivors from the ship.
It would appear that 5 survived this crash. Some left in the vehicle and the others on foot towards the city.
Well, that's a good thing.
Just curious they would not go together.
It is very curious.
Okay.
Well, Tan's like, what should we do?
We should move the spaceport, I think. That's my vote, anyway.
I agree. We don't want it to be torn apart behind our backs.
Yeah, I think we'd be running into some real risk leaving it here.
Okay, so while you're out here, the gravity was so... You haven't experienced this gravity ever. And it is so stressful, basically. So everybody gained 1 stress.
Yay!
Oh, the lollygaggers. Rating.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Hi!
Hiya.
All right.
My cat's
Jeff
being
and
a
Melissa.
fucking menace.
What's up?
Thanks for the raid. Right at the end of the stream, too. Perfect.
Yeah, always.
Alien's going great.
Um,
We're at the end of the second last... We're on the second last mission. First episode of the second last mission of the Building Better Worlds book.
You said that out loud and suddenly I got really stressed. The second to last mission?
In the
Oh no,
book.
that'll take us 4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, knowing the way it's been going. It's
The
kind
last
of
one is gonna be epic.
it's kind of cool because I prepped so much today, and it's like you guys didn't do hardly any of it because it's just
Well,
role
yeah,
play
you
most of the
introduced
time.
a new
We
character.
were meeting Crispin.
So it's
He's
great
gonna
'cause-
die in 2 sessions, but we have to meet him.
Yeah.
There's a
I
high
had to threaten to
likelihood.
murder a guy. I had to threaten to murder 2 guys today, which is a lot more than I usually do. I usually just punch them, but
Yeah,
You think
Yeah.
Tan would want some security around when he's meeting with us?
I know, right?
at this point, he already knows Sesha has way more authority than him. No one respects his authority anymore.
That is true.
Like,
Yeah.
at least the people respect me because I'm the one with a gun, and they're not. At the barest minimum.
So we are moving the ship.
Yes.
There are survivors from the wreck somewhere, presumably. I had a
Hide and seek.
I was gonna ask, and I don't remember it now. That's it, I suppose.
Tan's like, get in the ship. We better go before those Ottomans tear our ship apart.
And we got the power loader going. We can take that with us.
Oh yeah, we better take that back.
Yep. You could take the power loader with you.
Yeah.
Nice job, Alouette.
I'm gonna hop in.
I love
Hollowett has a robot.
robotception. An android inside a robot.
Okay, and then you get in the ship. Dudge gets the ship and starts to take it off. And you head up over the city. And you head towards the spaceport. And that will be the end of the session.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. That was a fun session introducing Crispin, the new corporate character.
I love that you picked the company agent class. I've been been considering something like that for so long.
Thank you. I apologize. in advance for everything that potentially happens going forward. I just get to channel all my inner work angst.
It's gonna be great. I'm either gonna murder you or we're gonna be best friends by the end of it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna channel every middle manager. Yeah, that I've ever had.
Or both. Or he'll finally force Seja into therapy, and maybe she'll actually like thank him later because Seja hates this concept because therapy related trauma, but.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't say it's going to be covered by your insurance, but you do have to go to therapy. Only the first one's covered. We use United Healthcare.
Well, the good news is I haven't been to Lakota once, so.
Yeah, I haven't seen Lakota in a while. So, and we got nice egg in the back there.
Yeah,
I hate you.
I put a real wild card forcing that on you. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I was like, this feels good.
That's okay. That's okay. I like that. We all make the story here. That's good. Add a little twist in it. Yeah, thanks, Katie Art, for coming out. Australia's great. Chatting us, a lot of gaggers. Thanks for rating, like always. You do us a good justice, rating us all the time.
Appreciate it.
Lads. And lasses.
When is the next?
And everything in between.
The next for the team is 2 weeks. We do this bi-weekly Tuesdays, and alternate Tuesdays The Walking Dead. So each week you got Walking Dead, Alien.
Yeah.
And all the weeks where there's The Walking Dead, we have the Electric State, and I'm gonna try to actually hopefully beat this week. Yeah, on the Wednesdays.
Yeah, Coyote's doing Electric State bi-weekly Wednesdays. That's next Wednesday.
And he's killing it.
He's killing it, and I'm so mad I had to miss last week, but life.
It's just really channeling your inner 90s for those who lived it.
And here's my Discord. Anybody out there?
Yes.
Put in the link.
Yeah.
I'm doing a Dragonbane tournament. They got a tournament scenario that you cannot have read or know about. And I'm looking. We already had one team play it. It's on YouTube, but if you plan on participating, don't watch it. It's hard to get players for this for some reason, but I'm going to try and get as many teams as I can for the rest of this year. So far I got one team. I got another team that's probably full for the end of March. So if you're interested in playing in this Dragonbane tournament, it's just 2 hour, one night, one shot session that you get points as you do it. $50 prize and a t-shirt. So form a team, get a team, or just contact me in my Discord and we'll set you up. Participated in one of the events. The last group got 12 points. So points for various things.
Line to meet.
If your character dies, I think you lose a point. Each character dies. So, but yeah, and I can't help. But the thing with that too is I can't help. They're at this puzzle, and it's like I couldn't like assist them. They're going to be stuck there forever until the time runs out, or that's it. I can't give them no assistance. So
that's awesome.
But yeah. Anything else, anybody? That was fun. I enjoyed the session. Great roleplay there with Crispin Lethal.
Thank you for entertaining it.
That was great.
Okay, I'll have a good night, everybody. We'll see you Saturday for Twilight 2000. Bye bye.
Yay!
Bye.
So
Go
long.
Santa!